And good evening, or good afternoon, I should say, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Frederick C. Hobby Assembly Center for today's basketball game between the Grambling State University Lady Tigers and the Southern University Jaguars. Hi, everybody. Santoria Black along with Austin Clark here at courtside, and we're in for an exciting ball game today as these two teams, both of them trying to get to the seeding that they want to go to in the tournament. For the Lady Tigers, they've been struggling as of late, and they really need this win here at home in order to continue to try to get back into the race to get into the tournament. Honestly, it's extremely important for these Lady Tigers to take the charge and take control of the tempo early.
It will be absolutely the thing that the Lady Tigers will have to do in this basketball game. They will have to take control, take charge in this game if they want an opportunity to go to the Southwestern Athletic Conference tournament. And make no mistake about it, it's an even better thing when you can beat your in-state rivals, the Southern University Jaguars, tonight. So controlling the tempo up front early will be what the Lady Tigers will need to do.
Absolutely. So the Grambling State University Lady Tigers taking on the Southern University Jaguars. The action coming your way live from the Frederick C. Hobby Assembly Center in just moments right here on GSU TV. Welcome back here to the Frederick C. Hobby Assembly Center for today's ball game between the Grambling State University Lady Tigers and, of course, your Southern University, the Southern University Jaguars, I should say, Santoria Black, along with Aussie Clark, bringing you today's game. And we'll get to the starting lineups here in just a second. Had a brief moment of silence, and then now getting ready for the ball game here. And right now, it's just all about these Grambling Lady Tigers trying to take control early in this ball game and not allowing Southern University to get the momentum.
Well, the one thing that you talked about was taking control, and the way that you take control of the game is by playing great defensive basketball. That means the Lady Tigers will have to defend well out on the perimeter, box out on every opportunity, get on the floor and get after every loose ball, and then push the tempo when they have an opportunity on the offensive end. And when they have it on the offensive side of the ball, Santoria, they cannot afford to make errant decisions, and that's something that the Lady Tigers have struggled with this year, is actually making the errant decisions throughout the course of a contest.
All right, and so the Grambling State University Tigers and Southern University Lady Jaguars getting ready to be introduced. Lady Jags have been introduced. As you can see, the starting lineup right there for the Lady Jags. You got Caitlin Davis for Southern University, also starting for Southern University, Alaric Scott, 5'10" junior from Richmond, Mississippi. Number 11, Brittany Rose, senior from Jackson, Mississippi. Then Tanera Moore, sophomore from Baltimore, Maryland. And then, of course, Raven White. For the Lady Tigers, they will start Ariel Williams, Candace Paramore, Malaysia Yancey, Justice Coleman, and Kaylin Gideon. They've got to get out on the good foot, and I think it all starts with Justice Coleman's going to have a big game inside and out.
Well, and that's what you want from her. You want her to be able to establish the actual dynamics of this basketball contest. If the ball is in her hands, Santoria, we know that great things can happen, but the Lady Tigers will have to do it again on both sides of the floor so that she can have a great night inside.
Absolutely. Just about ready for the start of the game here. We'll have several announcements here for you as we get ready for things that are going on.
One of the announcements that we like to pass on to you, starting February the 22nd, all games will be shown on pay-per-view. Refer to our YouTube channel. Prices for the games are $6.99 per game, $10.99 per month, $24.99 for the season. So we just want to remind you that it would probably be in your best interest to purchase the season at $24.99, but if not, per game is $6.99. The per month is $10.99, and that will start February the 22nd. All Grambling State University broadcasts will be moved to pay-per-view, so you can log on to GSUtigers.com. Lady Tigers of Grambling State University, Southern University Jaguars getting ready to play basketball. First quarter action just about underway. Grambling needs this win to keep any hopes alive of going to the Southwestern Athletic Conference tournament. Santoria Black had to step out for just a moment, and the ball is tipped off. The Lady Tigers have the basketball. Grambling goes all the way to the window, puts it off the glass, up and good. Lady Tigers up 2-0 to start this basketball contest. Jaguars with the basketball, three-point shot going up, no good. Rebounded inside, tipped away and stolen and pushed up the floor by Grambling. Williams, three-point shot, up and good for the Lady Tigers. Justice Coleman puts it up and in. 5-0, the Lady Tigers are on top. What a fast-paced game. We talked about the Lady Tigers having to get out to a fast start in tonight's contest, and they've been able to do so. Three-point shot up, no good. Now pushed up the floor. Grambling with the basketball. Shot up, no good. Pushed down the floor for the Lady Jaguars. Going to be knocked away by Justice Coleman. Coleman does a great job hustling, getting back on the defensive end of the floor. Jaguars will have the basketball underneath their rim. 5-0 our score, Grambling on top. Lady Jaguars moving the basketball. Ball comes down inside. Good job of double teaming by Grambling. Shot goes up and in for the Lady Jags. And now Grambling up 5-2. Pressure being put on by the Lady Jaguars. Ball tipped away by the Lady Jaguars on the sideline. Easy layup up and in. Lady Jaguars back in the ball game 5-4. Looks like a little 1-2-1-1 pressure that the Lady Jaguars are actually going to use in this contest. And they're doing a very good job, and a timeout's going to be called by Coach Freddie Murray. We're going to stick around right here. Looks like it's going to be a 30-second timeout because it looked like the Lady Tigers were just a little confused after coming out on fire.
We'll be joining our radio crew here in just a little while as we're getting that situated. And, of course, taking a look at the upcoming basketball schedule. Of course, Monday, both teams will be at home to take on the Braves. And then, of course, coming up after that, they'll have to hit the road. So they got Alcorn State coming up here, and that'll be on February the 10th, 5:30 and 7:30 for the men and the women.
You know, three road games in a row, and then, you know, coming here, having the 2 home games right now, that's huge as it relates to what the Grambling State University Tigers have to do. Having those home games help to build up the second half of this basketball season, and every game is important for the Lady Tigers and the Grambling State University Tigers.
And, of course, the other thing, too, obviously, that I think is going to be inherently important for the Lady Tigers to do is it's going to be tough with these 2 games. They lost both of these games on the road. Coming here, you got to pick things up because, as you can see in the conference, things are extremely tough with Texas Southern, with Prairie View. Both those teams extremely good at home, and they got to go on the road to Houston. And then you've got both Alabama schools on the road to end the season. The Alabama A&M game, I think, is extremely winnable. The Alabama State game, awfully hard to win in Montgomery. That one's going to be a little tougher, but definitely a winnable game.
All the games are going to be tough at this particular point because everybody's starting to gel and actually figure out who they are at this particular point in the season. Bad pass, and it's going to be an easy steal for the Lady Jaguars.
And it's going to be a foul coming up here on Grambling State.
And here's one of the things that Coach Murray is saying right now. That's an errant pass that was going to be made against the pressure. Get the ball in to your guards. Let them handle the ball against the pressure. That's one of the things that you're actually seeing. The Lady Tigers seem to be capitulating, Santoria, under the pressure.
First free throw up and no good. At the free throw line for Southern University is Brittany Rose, the 5'9" senior from Jackson, Mississippi. Carlos Funches, head coach of Southern University, longtime assistant under Sandy Pugh before she left to go to Prairie View A&M University. Southern with the rebound, ball still on the floor, and Grambling comes away with it. Here comes Justice Coleman, gets it out to Paramore. Paramore goes in the paint, drives, and a foul coming up.
Good job that time by the Grambling Lady Tigers, avoiding the trap, getting the ball out, and then pushing the ball up the floor. Great job of sealing down by one of the big Lady Tigers. That sets up a free throw opportunity for the Grambling Lady Tigers.
Paramore will hit the free throw line. And, of course, when you look at Candace Paramore, she's been really steady for this team. She's shooting right at about 78, 79% from the charity stripe. 1 for 2 at the free throw line there.
That's where you have to make your money.
Yep. 6-4 our score. Lady Tigers on top of Southern. 2-3 zone. Now played by Grambling. Inside pass. Shot up. No good. Raven White trying to get the layup, and Grambling comes away with it.
And that should have been an easy finish down low, because that was a great entry pass into the post. Lady Tigers did a great job of boxing out and were able to rebound that ball.
Justice Coleman for 3, no good. And Southern University comes away with the ball. One and done there for Grambling on that possession.
That was a good look, though. I mean, just didn't knock it down, and those are the easy shots, Santoria, right down the pipe.
And there's a three-pointer by Brittany Rose, no good. Yancey with the rebound for Grambling. Yancey left side to Justice Coleman, trying to get it inside as Paramore was cutting, and Grambling will get the ball back.
And here's the sad thing to say. Paramore never had her eyes on the basketball that time. She had her back turned. And the one thing that you often tell everybody that's making a pass to someone, you have to make sure that you can see the front of their jerseys. If you can't see the Grambling on the jersey, you don't make that pass.
Absolutely. Inside pass, that is the big girl
Good job.
inside. Kaylin Gideon, no money on that basket, and Grambling comes in with the basketball. Band is in the house tonight, so you know it's a big game.
Definitely a big game. Anytime that you're playing against your in-state rivals, the Jaguars of Southern University, it's going to bring people out. It's going to bring the band out. It should bring the best out in both basketball teams.
Shot up, no good. Rebound and put back good. Southern University gets two and going to the line.
That's the bad job that can happen in a zone defense, is that it can get you out of your zone. You end up playing man-to-man, and somebody doesn't take care of an area blocking out, and what ends up happening is an easy rebound, an opportunity for the opponents. And that time, Southern University was able to get the rebound and an opportunity at a three-point play.
Forte in the ball game. She will replace Gideon. 6-6 our score between these two teams. Keeper up and good. And now it is 7-6 our score.
Lady Jaguars came back from a 5-point deficit early in this game.
Three-pointer on the way by Paramore was no good, and Southern with the basketball. Southern moving around that zone really well. 18 on the shot clock. That shot is up, no good. Rebound by Raven White. Putback is good.
Easy score that time. The big lady working very hard down low for the Lady Jaguars, gets an easy rebound and a score.
Inside, that is Forte. Needed that moment.
That's picture perfect how you handle pressure if you're the Grambling State Tigers. Did a great job of using the diagonal pass, getting the ball in the middle of the defense, and then making the easy pass down inside and finishing. Three-point shot going up, no good. Rebounded underneath by the Lady Jaguars. Missed underneath, rebounded by Grambling, and now pushed up the floor.
Grambling coming with the basketball. Paramore for three on the left side, no good.
Good look that time, just wasn't able to knock it down for the Grambling Tigers. Southern University pushing and shot up. They're going to say that foul took place on the floor.
And foul on by Grambling. Looks like that's going to be charged. It's going to be charged to Ariel Williams. In the ball game now for the Lady Tigers.
It has been an up and down basketball game. Both teams pushing the tempo, trying to control the tempo of the game through the offensive side.
And Grambling out with the basketball. I should say Southern with the basketball. 9-8 our score. Grambling is trailing by one. 5:14 remaining here in this first half of play. Still working the zone well, now getting into the corner, 10-foot jumper, no good. But the rebound by Southern University.
Wasn't a great box out that time by the Lady Tigers. Good job by the Lady Jags being in the right position, making sure they could get that ball and reset the offense.
Aliyah Scott, shot up, no good. Rebound by Southern. This shot up by McWayne.
Traveling is going to be called.
Of course, now Amani McWayne is the daughter of Chris McWayne. She's from Ruston, Louisiana, went to Ruston High School, had a great career at Ruston High, was all-district in Class 5A for this district, for the district in North Louisiana, and really just a great career. And then decided to go to Southern University. Of course, she was there when Sandy Pugh was there. Yes,
Coach Pugh is an outstanding coach, did a great job of recruiting, and was a great basketball player in her own right, so she knows great talent. And when you're a great basketball player, you want to go where you think you have an opportunity not only to play, but also to win.
Ball turned over by Southern Grambling State University. Now it comes back to Southern.
Seeing a lot of simple mistakes by the Grambling Lady Tigers. Late rotation on the defensive end, and just a bad shot missed underneath that time by Southern.
Three-pointer good. That's Aliyah Scott.
And that was just a great job of rotating the basketball and then working the basketball for Southern University.
12-8 our score, and of course there's a foul coming up. I thought that was going to be a pick.
Ooh, I did too.
And now Grambling with the Grambling right now trying to make something happen. 12-8 is our score here with 3:55 remaining here in the first quarter play. We'd like to welcome our listeners on Rejoice 96.3 FM as well as redpeachsports.com, where you can listen to this ball game if you're in your car. Grambling will get the ball, and Yancey will inbounded. And that'll be inbounded to Taylor Ward. Or Taylor Willard, I should say.
Nice look.
That is Forte with the bucket.
Good job of breaking the defense down. Too much pressure up high by the Jaguars, and then the Lady Tigers did a great job getting inside the defense, breaking it down, getting an inside look, and making an easy bucket. First time the Lady Tigers have scored in a while.
Shot is up, no good by Southern University. McWayne with the rebound. She goes up for the shot, gets the bucket, and she's going to the free throw line.
McWayne did a good job of putting herself in the right position to make sure that she was able to come away with the rebound and an easy look underneath. She gets fouled on top of that, so another three-point opportunity for the Jaguars of Southern University.
She's got a sister in 8th grade, pretty good basketball and volleyball player, and a brother that is right behind them, I believe, in 7th grade. All three of them can play basketball.
Just amazing athletic family.
Grambling with the basketball now down 15-10, 3:17 remaining here in the first quarter of play. Willard with the basketball out high. Gets the ball, right side. That's going to be a three-pointer up. Whoa, in out. Wow.
How many times can you go around the wall?
Randy Washington trying the three-pointer. Couldn't hit it. Tried to do good. And back on the other end, Southern University with the basket. That time it was Kinsey. Yancey on the other side, shot up no good. Ball tipped, goes out of bounds. Oh, they're going to call it off. They're going to call a foul here, and that's going to be on Forte.
Wow. I wasn't sure that was going to be a foul, but apparently it was. Something happened on the floor that time, and it prompted the officials to make that call. Lady Tigers playing good basketball, playing at a good pace, but right now just can't convert on some of the easy opportunities that they have.
17-10 our score. Grambling trailing. 2:36 remaining here in this first quarter of play.
Good defense being played up high by the Lady Tigers.
And a wild shot. They call a foul.
Ooh. Fisher said there was a little bit of a pushing action going on that particular play.
Bingham with the foul. 17-10 our score. First free throw up and good. This is what Southern does to you. They nickel and dime you. They try to drive inside, dribble drive penetration, and once they go on the inside, they try to get you in a number of different ways.
And they have been able to do that in this contest against Grambling State. Kind of lulled them to sleep early. Didn't show any pressure because the Lady Tigers of Grambling State did a great job of just coming out and making plays happen. And then all of a sudden, slowly but surely, the Jaguars just stepped up and started playing Jaguar basketball.
Alcorn State, the last time they were on the court, they played against, Southern played against Alcorn State University, and they won that game 74-57.
Movement around that time. Kick out for Southern University. Three-point bucket goes up, knocks it down. Oh, wow. That is just amazing.
22-10 our score now.
Another problem that the Lady Tigers have are these long droughts where they do not score well over long periods of time. Three-pointer going up, knocked it down.
And that's what Grambling needed right there, also. They needed to stop some bleeding here. Back down to single digits. (22-13) our score. Grambling right now is trailing. And a nice defensive play there. Grambling's going to get the ball back.
Good job that time by the Lady Tigers of Grambling State University, doing a great job of playing good defense, pressing it on the wings that time, sending the double team, and then a nice job of coming over the top from the backside helper that time for Grambling State University. Lady Tigers with the basketball. Man-to-man defense being played very well by the Southern University Jaguars. Grambling looking down inside, kick out, three-point bucket going up. No good. Just doesn't seem like the rhythm is there at this particular point for Grambling from behind the three-point line. Jaguars with the basketball with 38 seconds left to go. Jags look like they're playing 2-for-1 possession possibility. Three-point shot goes up. Missed shot, rebounded by Grambling and pushed up the floor. Lady Tigers with 24 seconds now on the clock. Oh my goodness. Like it was going to be a dribble handoff.
Grambling really needs to make sure that they're playing aggressively here and getting any kind of second chance opportunities that they can.
5 on the shot on the game clock.
Shot is up, no good. And that's the end of the first quarter. Well, the Lady Tigers can pull within 9, 22-13 the score. We played one here. We'll take this time out. You're listening to Grambling State University basketball on MP Radio and watching live on GSU TV.
At First National Bank, we have a strong team of bankers who are dedicated to meeting the needs and dreams of our customers. With competitive rates, tailored loans, and exceptional customer service, your experience with us is sure to be like no other. Call or visit us today.
Hi, I'm Buddy Terzier with Terzier's Rental. And I'm Greg Terzier. For over the past 30 years, Terzier's has been supplying Ruston and the Lincoln Parish area with all your wedding, party, and special event needs. So come on in and look around. You know, we've got so much more to show you, but we run out of time. So come back when you can stay a little longer.
Welcome back here to the Frederick C. Hobby Assembly Center at Grambling State University. Trying to make something happen offensively. They trail 22-13 with the second quarter on the horizon.
Well, you saw this early on in the contest, Santoria, where the Lady Tigers had the energy. They had everything that seemed to be going their way, and then all of a sudden, slowly but surely along the way, the Grambling Lady Tigers kind of lulled themselves into playing the way that the Lady Jaguars of Southern University wanted them to play. And they got a little out of rhythm, a little out of control, made a few mistakes against the pressure. Here's what Grambling will have to step up here in this second quarter of this basketball contest and come out and play a little bit better on the defensive side and then convert some of the bunnies.
Last time that these two teams played, Southern won 81-57 in this contest.
Wow. Three-point shot, I think, up, or was it a deuce?
Two. 24-13, back now to 11-point lead. In that ball game, Justice Coleman had 15, but Lyric Scott had 21, Brittany Rose had 10, and Jaden Towner had 19.
Traveling violation call against Grambling. Lady Tigers turn it over again in this contest.
And all that's really happening, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, you coached a whole lot longer than I have. One of the things that you're seeing is that Southern is adjusting on defense and sliding. It's causing Grambling to cause a little bit of a hesitation in the dribble.
If you can push people on the wings and make them have to, as another three-point bucket goes up and good for Southern, if you can push them on the wings and slide the defense, it makes it very hard because every offense has to get started on the wings, and the further you are away from the bucket, the harder it is for your offense to get going.
Paramore now with the basketball. 18 left on the shot clock. She drives, kicks it back out to Justice Coleman. Three-pointer on the way, good.
Coleman knocks down the three-point shot, needed it. Big three-pointer, makes this a 10-point basketball game.
26-16 now, Grambling is trailing. Southern with the ball, working on the inside. Shot up and no good by Raven White. We see a lot of former Grambling Lady Tiger basketball players in attendance here tonight.
Quite a few, Santoria. Nice
and
move.
Justice Coleman, that's going to be a jump ball, and possession will go back to Grambling.
Good job that time by the Lady Tigers of being able to defend well on one side, get the ball back on their end of the floor, actually attacking the defense of Southern University.
Washington just overshot it. Then an open layup missed by Ariel Williams.
Wow, back-to-back misses. Those are the types of things that just start to play with you mentally. And that affects your physical play on the floor.
Kaylin Davis, three-pointer no good. And the rebound by Southern University coming down with it was Moore. Shot up, no good. Goes out of bounds off of Southern, back to Grambling. 26-16 to score.
I tell you what, Lady Tigers of Grambling State University, it's not because of the lack of hustle. I think sometimes they're overcompensating from time to time on certain plays, trying to make things happen instead of just allowing them to organically happen throughout the course of the game. Pressure being put on by Southern University was a little pseudo pressure. Still man-to-man defense being played.
Yancey now at the ball, gets it to Paramore. Paramore stepping up in the shot. It's going to be a little bit long, but nice job on the rebound by Grambling. It's Justice Collins trying to force it on the inside. McWayne comes away with it.
And when you get the ball that deep into the post, you got to be able to finish the basketball, finish the shot or whatever it is that you're going to do.
Three-pointer on the way, no good. That's Brittany Rose. Rebound and the putback is good by Raven White.
One of the fans just said she's not a shooter. She doesn't have to be a great shooter if you have a great rebounder underneath who can take care of any of the misses that you have throughout the course of the game. Good job that time.
Bingham now driving, trying to find a nice little jumper up. Good.
That's what you'd like to see from the Lady Tigers of Grambling State University, using the post players a little bit more throughout the course of this contest, especially to try to take the air out of Southern University when they miss on one end, put the pressure on the defense of Southern University, and let your big ladies go to work inside.
Southern with the ball. McWayne loses it. Coming away with it was Moore. She gets her own rebound. Shot good. Three chances underneath.
That's tough basketball play right there. That's just wanting the basketball. Long arms. Great job of being able to get the ball on one side of the rim, Santoria, catch it, and then finish it on the other side.
Kaylin Gideon will come out of the ball game.
Wasn't a made basket. Traveling violation call against Grambling on the inbound attempt.
And now Grambling will turn the ball over once again.
Somebody would say, well, why is it a traveling violation? Because it was not an inbounds that was taken after a made basket.
Which means you have to hold your spot.
Yes, sir.
Inside pass. Raven White kicks it back out to Brittany Rose. Rose is going to drive. Shoot. Good.
That's a good job of getting in the middle of the paint that time. Anytime that you can get in the middle of a zone defense and you can expose it and hit a shot like that, that's a great job.
Brittany Rose, of course, she had 11 points in that game against Alcorn State University. The last time that those two teams played. And when they played Grambling the last time out, she had 10 points, 3 rebounds in the game. So she's averaging right about 10 points a contest. That's going to be a foul coming up against Southern. Good job there by Grambling.
One of the few times that you've actually seen where the Grambling Tigers were able to get an easy look toward the basket by getting the dribble, crossover dribble, use that time by the Lady Tigers, get to the middle of the defense, and then, of course, there's a foul call, and the Lady Tigers will go to the line.
First free throws up and no good.
Boy, those are the types of plays that you have to look at yourself and say, we need those. That's what takes it down. That's what minimizes the game a little bit. You have to be able to hit the shots at the line. And she's not a bad free throw shooter, 67% from the line. Second shot up and good. Lady Jacks with the basketball. Moving the ball, getting it down inside. Shot goes up, no good. Actually, it must have been dribbled, kicked off the leg. Now recovered by the Lady Jaguars again.
And now Southern trying to make something happen. A foul coming up here, and it'll be charged to Southern. This time it will go to Tanera Moore.
And I believe they're calling a hook.
That's her second person.
Have to grab a little pine right now. after picking up that foul. Ooh,
that's
offensive foul.
Yeah.
Well, that was
the foul.
Yeah, and it was an easy call for the officials to make.
Extending the arm, yeah. Yeah, that was. I mean, that was. You got to call that one.
Yeah,
it wouldn't have been so bad if you extended that arm out.
Once you show flesh, it's kind of hard not to make a call if you're an official.
Yep, can't be mad at that call. Southern now with the basketball. 5:12 remaining here in the first half of the ball game. Shot on the way by Watson, no good. Grambling with the rebound. Willard almost lost control.
Lady Tiger team doesn't realize that they're right where they need to be. It seems a lot worse, but they can chip away with this with 4 minutes left to go and cut this thing to single digits. Not a very good pass that time inside by the Lady Tigers.
Yancey now with the basketball. Now gets it to Justice Coleman. Coleman now with the basketball, gets it out to Willard. Willard in between the circles.
Oh my!
Ball goes out of bounds.
Yeah, it was not a very good pass that time by Willard. Willard tried to make a pass out on the wing, Santoria, but is being very well overplayed by the Lady Jaguars.
Media timeout on the floor with the score. The Grambling Tigers trail Southern University 32-19. We'll take this timeout. We'll be right back on GSU TV and the Grambling Sports Network.
It's Kirk Herbstreit. Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer, wants to remind everyone to drink responsibly by having a plan to get home safely. It's simple. Always use a designated driver, and remember that 21 means 21.
Back here at the Frederick C. Hobby Assembly Center, here on the campus of Grambling State University, the Grambling Tigers right now trailing 32-19 to Southern University. 4:24 remaining here in this first half of play.
It has been an interesting basketball contest, to say the least. For a few minutes, it looked as if the Grambling Lady Tigers were in control of the basketball game, and then all of a sudden, you saw Southern University make a comeback, and they have continued to make that comeback happen, and they are continuing to play strong both on the offensive and defensive sides of the ball. One of the areas that I've noticed, Santoria, that is second chance opportunities after the first missed shot that that the Jaguars are having an opportunity to actually score in today's contest.
32-19 our score. 4:08 remaining in the first half of play. Here's a shot up and good. Nice stroke there. And that's going to be Brittany Rose, the 5'9" senior from Jackson. And really, there's only two seniors on this Southern team, Brittany Rose and Jaden Towner. Other than that, everybody's freshmen, sophomores, and a few juniors.
Very young team, but they are very, very athletic. They make plays happen. They hustle up and down the floor, and that's what you want from your basketball team.
Talked about second chance points. Southern 17, Grambling none. Oof. Points in the paint, Grambling, or I should say Southern 18, Grambling 6. And then points off of turnovers, Southern 14, Grambling just 1. And so far, 9 turnovers by the Lady Tigers, 4 turnovers for Southern University. They can improve on that. They can make something happen in this ball game, and they're going to start there. Paramore draws the foul.
Well, that's one of the ways you can do it, is getting to the free throw line, and then when you get to the free throw line, you have to convert. Good job of using the dribble drive, getting to the baseline, and then double team coming over to try to help out, but there's a foul call. that helps the Lady Tigers.
Free throw up and good. One more opportunity at the line.
Right now the game is a 15-point basketball game. But that's not insurmountable to come back from.
Very much an opportunity to come back in this ball game. 35-20 now our score. Grambling is trailing with 3:27 left in the ball in the first half of the play.
Lady Tigers changed defenses, have gone more so to a man-to-man look.
And there you go. You got it. That's what you got to do is put your hands in the passing.
Good job of hands, knees, feet. It almost sounds like a children's nursery rhyme. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
Yeah.
Get anything that you can in the passing lane to make sure that they're not easy passes taking place to get easy looks.
McWayne with the basketball.
Nice.
Drive.
It's an offensive foul?
Yep. Offensive foul charge to McWayne.
She did a great job of driving off of the wing to the baseline and just didn't pull up in the right amount of time.
So that foul on McWayne. First personal.
I'll tell you something that I see from the Lady Tigers when they catch the ball on the wings that causes a little bit of a problem.
Whoa. Nice hustle there by Justice Coleman. Gets it out to Paramore. Paramore really quick shakes. Yankee with the ball, and it's going to be a shot clock violation.
Lady Tigers did a great job of hustling on every single opportunity, just didn't get anything out of those opportunities. She was telling herself that time, I should have shot the ball because there wasn't much time on the shot clock. But one of the things that I've noticed on the offensive end is when the Grambling Lady Tigers catch the ball on the wing, they're not catching it, securing it, nor are they turning and looking at the goal. That's something that they're going to have to do to back off that pressure man-to-man defense just a little bit, make them think, make Southern think they're coming down the pipe.
That's going to be an offensive foul. Traveling violation. And it goes back to the Lady Tigers.
It's one of the few mistakes being made by the Lady Jazz. Ooh, boy, that was close. Could have been a foul also called on that play.
And she just threw it up there, too. Paramore with the basketball. She's defended by McWayne. Justice Coleman with the shot, no good. McWayne with the rebound.
A lot of jump shots from the Lady Tigers. A lot of jump shots. Not necessarily bad looks, but you have to ask yourself at this point, when you don't have great offensive rhythm, what do I need to do? What's the best shot in this situation? Can I get the ball inside and work it a little bit better?
Ooh, three-pointer up and good by Townsend.
And that's an easy three-pointer, especially when nobody's defending you. You come right up the pipe, right at the middle of the floor, and you hit it from the top of the key, which is supposed to be one of the easiest shots for real shooters to be able to knock down.
Willard with the shot, up and good.
Good give-and-go basketball by the Lady Tigers. Still a 16-point game. Grambling could, in essence, cut it to one. I don't know if they can get it to single digits, but they can at least move it to 10, which would be a lot better.
Justice Coleman out of the ball now to Amani McWayne. Back top of the key now to Kinsey. Shot up, no good. Ball tipped, thrown back up, no good. Rebound by Southern. That shot up, no good. And Raven White will go to the free throw line for Southern.
3 opportunities for the Jaguars on that particular play. Grambling overplaying, a little too aggressive, again trying to make it happen instead of just letting the game kind of come organically, and then a couple of more opportunities by the Jaguars to be able to knock down some shots, and they're going to the line.
First free throw is up and good. When you go back to this game that they had at Southern University, it almost mirrors it when you look at some of the things that happened. Southern trail was up by just 3 points, 14-11, and then they started going on a little bit of a run. That goes out of bounds.
Yes, a missed free throw initially happened. Southern University rebounds, kicks out for a three-point shot. Boy, I tell you, when it rains, it pours if you're the Grambling Lady Tigers.
Grambling needs a shot right here. Justice Coleman, now right side to Willard.
Got to be ready to knock those down when you come off of that.
That pick. Paramore looking, driving, now back to Willard. 9 on the shot clock.
Nice crossover.
That shot is good. And that shot made by Madison Connolly Bench. 2 seconds left, shot up, no good. And we're at halftime. Our score at halftime, 39-24 here at the half. We'll take this timeout on GSU TV. We'll be right back for the second half. And on our radio audience, we'll take this 2-minute timeout. And we'll be right back here on the Grambling Sports Radio Network. We'll be right back.
I'll be taken care of. You know, I don't have to get on the phone and call the insurance companies and be like, what do I need to do? What do I need to send? Creed and Creed takes care of everything. Everything. Once I got the call from Creed and Creed, and this is how much your settlement is going to be, I'm sure you're going to be pretty happy with that, right? And I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. Did you just say that? And I was like, say it again. Y'all better get on that phone and call Christian Creed.
One of the main reasons I did decide to join the registry is because the lack of African American representation on the registry. It's our responsibility to register. This is something that we can control. You can do this. Think about if it was your child. Think about if it was your sister.
Starting on February the 22nd, all basketball games will be shown on pay-per-view. All you have to do is go to the YouTube channel to find out more information on how you can watch all the games on YouTube. You can get each game for just $6.99 per game. And of course, you can get it for just $10.99 a month and $24.99 for the season. All proceeds will go towards the Grambling State University Athletic Department. And again, all you got to do is log on, go to GSUTigers.com to watch all the games live, whether we're, of course, here at the Frederick C. Hoppy Assembly Center. And, of course, make sure that you do that. All the money goes to GSU Athletics.
And why wouldn't you want to do that, Santoria? I mean, why wouldn't you want to support this great institution of higher learning, this great institution that has played great athletics and continues to put great athletes out on the floor and puts on a good show week in and week out? Hey, $24.99, you can't beat that for the entire basketball season. So, hey, whatever you do, make sure you log on to GSU TV and make sure that you actually support the Grambling State University Tigers and the athletic department. The support that's going to be needed.
Back here at the Frederick C. Hoppy Assembly Center, we are now joined with our radio broadcast. 39-24 is our score. The Grambling State University Lady Tigers trail right here. And of course, we had a chance, for our television crew, we had a chance to talk with Shakia Carter. I had a chance to talk to Tammy Gilmore before the ball game, and Shauna Wright. I haven't had a chance to say anything to Veronica Mark, who now is not only an accomplished lawyer, attorney, but has her doctorate degree. So she is now Attorney Mark and Dr. Mark as well.
Well, and one of the things that you can definitely say is that Grambling State University produces greatness. And of course, Lucy, as she was known here at Grambling State University, has gone on to do great and marvelous things in law. And we need more lawyers. We need more people who can help in the areas where we are the most efficient and proficient sometimes at being blamed at doing things.
Southern now has the basketball as they are on top. We'll look at these first half stats here momentarily. And honestly, we look at them and, the stats don't lie. We'll talk about that in just a second. Southern has the ball to start the second half. Trying to set some high picks.
Nice look inside, but a foul.
There's going to be an offensive foul charged to Southern University. And that foul is going to be charged to Caitlin Davis, and that will be
her second
personal foul.
Yeah, you have to go after the bigs down low. You got to get them out of the basketball game.
I think it's her first personal foul.
15-point advantage for Southern University. But you can slowly but surely get back into this basketball game if you're Grambling. And I think one of the ways that you have to do it is cut down on the amount of turnovers that you had. Some of them were just careless passes that were made by the Grambling Tigers that led to some easy buckets for Southern University. Ball coming on the wing. Willard has the ball. Willard has a dribble, drive, gets in the lane, shot goes up, off the glass, no good. Another shot put up by Grambling underneath. Now Coleman with the basketball, and she misses an easy layup underneath as well.
And that's what they've been doing so far. They just have not been able to find the range on their shots. Southern University with a three-pointer on the other side, no good. And the ball is taken by Grambling, and there'll be a foul coming up on Southern. Well, they're going to call a foul on Tanera Moore. That'll be her first personal.
I think they're going to get her over the back.
Well, actually, that's her third personal. So for Moore, that is her third personal foul. And now she may have to sit down. 39-24 the score, 8:51 remaining here in this third quarter of play. Carlos Funches, his first year as the head coach of Southern University.
We talked about one of those errant passes, and that was one of them by the Lady Tigers. Luckily, Grambling was able to get it back and get a foul call.
Blocking foul charge to Southern University, just following a little bit too close.
You talked about Coach Funches. He's been around forever and a day, Santoria. Now, when I say forever and a day, forever and a day, always been a great assistant coach, and now has an opportunity to prove not only is he a great assistant, but he's also a great head coach. This Southern University Jaguar basketball team is not a bad basketball team. Young, but they play very hard and they play very aggressive, just like their coach.
Justice Coleman, three-pointer up, no good. Goes out of bounds off of Southern, back to Grambling. 39-24 is our score. 8:18 remaining here in this third quarter of play.
Grambling's going to have to get it inside.
That shot is up and good. Madison Conley Banks with the shot.
That's our fourth quarter of the basketball game. Good job of getting the ball about 5 feet away from the rim. Turn around, a little quick hook that time for the Grambling Lady Tigers, and they were able to get an easy bucket.
Three-pointer on the way by Towner, and it's good. They're going to give her 2.
I think she was just inside of the line that time. Wow.
Towner had 13 in that game against Alcorn State. Of course, this is the end of the first half of the beginning of the second half of the season. Southern 7-2 as they start the second half. Grambling 1-8.
First time in a long time, if ever, you've heard of a Grambling team being 1-8. Lady Tiger basketball team at that.
There have been several opportunities. And this is a shot here by Banks. And that's what you got to do. You got to get a stop in the bucket.
And we talked about that, getting the ball inside, working inside, trying to minimize the game, bring the game inside. That way you might get the old-fashioned three-point play.
Shot up good. Basket is good. And now the Southern Lady Jaguars going to the line to try to complete a three-point play. And I think that foul is going to be charged to Paramore.
Coleman.
Coleman.
Yeah, that was Coleman.
That's her first personal.
Sliding over, trying to take the charge. It was just a little bit too late.
We'll have a little information on our post-game show, of course, so you can stay tuned for that. McWayne with the rebound, and she slipped all over and gets the tough bucket on the inside.
Wow, she has great control of her body that time and does a great job of going right back to the rim, attacking the rim, and hitting a contested shot underneath.
Willer gets the ball to Paramore. Still 12 left on the shot clock. 7:01 remaining in the third quarter. Paramore goes up, no good, but she goes to the line. And that means, see who's going to be charged to. It's going to be a two-shot foul. White, freshman, 6'1". It's her first personal. She has 10 points. White has 10 points, and so does Jaden Towner. First free throws up and good. 45-28 to score. 29, I should say. 7 minutes remaining in the third quarter of play. Second free throw up and no good off the back of the iron. And now Southern will get the ball back. Pretty decent crowd here on Saturday night for the Grambling and Southern game.
Very nice crowd.
Shot up, no good. And the ball is on the floor. Got some scrambling for it, and it'll be a jump ball. Possession goes to Grambling. Ariel Williams getting ready to come into the ball game for the Lady Tigers, as well as Brandy Washington. Also coming in for Southern University, that is going to be Keandra McGee, 6'3" sophomore from Terry, Mississippi.
Can't say it's from a lack of effort from the Lady Tigers, because it's really not.
Yeah,
the Lady Tigers are hustling.
Jaguars, they are a very good basketball team. No question about that. 45-29 to score. Grambling trailing. 6:35 remaining in the third quarter. Washington with the basketball. Now she will get it back top of the key. Now down to the right side. Washington. Ariel Williams.
It's got to be a turn and score.
Justin Coleman goes up for the shot. No good. Ball goes out of bounds off of Southern, and it goes back to Grambling. Looked like Jemiah Harrison thought about grabbing the ball, but I don't know. I guess she thought that it wasn't. It was touched by Southern last.
Yeah, that's what they said. It was touched by Grambling last, and then it was going to go to the Southern University Jaguars.
Foul coming up against Grambling.
Ooh. Tough call. Tough call.
First free throw, no good. 45-29 the score. 6:04 remaining here in the third quarter. You're talking to Freddie Murray, one of the things that he said is Harrison gets the rebound out to Justice Coleman. Ariel Williams, tried to get it to Coleman, threw it away, and McWayne with the ball, goes in for the shot, protected the ball well, just couldn't hit the bucket.
That's a good job that time by Willard hustling. But this pass on the wing a moment ago, Santoria, should have been a pass that was an easy pass. Nobody contesting. You have to be able to make those throws down the floor when nobody's around your players.
And the ball is turned over again. Here comes Southern University. McWayne on the other side. Good.
That's just a good job of good defense collapsing down underneath for the Lady Jags, and then an easy run out and score.
She's now got 7 off the bench. And here comes Washington. There's going to be a foul on Southern. And that foul is going to go against Allyric Scott. And now Willard at the free throw line. Washington, Coleman, Willard, Ariel Williams, and Harrison in the ball game. First free throw's up and no good.
Free throw shots are more about rhythm than they are anything else. If you have great rhythm, you can knock down free throw shots. And you have to shoot it the same way every time.
.47-30 is the score. 5:07 remaining here until in this third quarter. Santoria Black along with Austin Clark bringing you today's game.
You brought me out of retirement is what you did.
Yeah.
Putting me on the shelf.
You're too young to retire. Just turned 30, I think. 47-30 our score. Here's the drive. Shot is up, and they're going to call an offensive foul. Nice job by Justice Coleman setting her position.
Getting over, sliding just in the nick of time. Have the position, and the Lady Tigers in good position, only down by 17.
4:46 remaining in the third quarter. We'll take this timeout. We'll be right back here on the Grambling Sports Radio Network and GSU TV.
They're able to teach us how to adapt to everything, how to become resilient, how to stand our ground, and to learn how to be more independent, but to work as a team. We are here to work for the community. At the ROTC program, we love giving back. If anyone has the opportunity to join the ROTC, they should do it because it's a life-changing event.
A smile can change how you see the world and how the world sees you in return. That's why at True Care Dental, we are committed to providing the best dental care for your entire family. Since 2005, Dr. Pruitt and our staff have been focused on patient care and comprehensive oral health, offering a full line of dental services in a relaxed atmosphere. It's also why we accept all insurance plans, including Medicaid, as well as same-day appointments for walk-ins and dental emergencies. True Care Dental, dentistry from the heart.
The Grambling Lady Tigers trail 47-30. 4:46 remaining here in the third quarter of play. We'll take a look at some of these numbers. And honestly, all those Southern numbers that we look at, especially the ones when you look at second chance points, 20-2.
That's a lot of opportunities.
Justice Coleman with a shot up, no good. Ball on the floor. Southern recovers. Nice block.
Justice Coleman not happy, Santoria, about that particular non-call she thought that she should have gotten going into the lane. Got up a little frustrated that time.
Southern with the basketball. Now driving, Kayla Watson. Shot is up, no good. Ball tipped around, and Harrison comes away with it for the Lady Tigers. Willard with the ball, left side to Justice Coleman. Shot up, no good.
Those fouls are easy to call because post player catches up, faces, goes to the rim, giving an aggressive move. A lot of the fouls that you see that are not being called in basketball today are the ones where it looks like players are out of control going to the rim. There's no control of the body. That time, great job by the post player for Grambling to actually get inside and then turn around, face up, and then get that foul call.
47-30 to score, 3:53 remaining in the third quarter play.
Lady Tigers will have to knock those down, the free throw shots. I can think of about 4 that they've missed that would be a difference in this game right now. Nice look inside.
Nice block by Harrison. Here comes Willard. Bounce pass to Justice Coleman.
Got a face up.
Nice job. Willard can't finish it.
Wow.
Had the right idea, just
couldn't finish it. And it was the angle that she was catching the ball, trying to pull the ball from her hip, and then put it up high off the glass.
One and done on the last possession. And here comes Grambling. And a steal by Southern.
Easy steal that time.
Caitlin Davis. And Coach Murray is furious. He's furious at the officials, yelling at the officials because he feels like the same things have not been called consistently. And so Coach Murray is just lighting him up.
Wow, the first time I've ever seen Coach Murray this frustrated at any point in time.
We'll take a timeout here. 56 remaining in the third quarter. 49-31 our score. We'll take this timeout. We'll be right back.
Family road trips just got a whole lot easier. The 2018 Nissan Rogue. Now with Nissan Intelligent Mobility, featuring technologies like available ProPilot Assist, which helps keep an eye on the road ahead and helps you stay centered while you're turning this lane into memory lane. Get to Nissan, proud supporter of college athletics.
I'm Christian Creed. Catherine and I have been your local injury attorneys for more than 20 years. At Creed & Creed, we don't use gimmicks. We value our community and the clients we serve. When you see a Creed & Creed ad, you know it's real. Real clients, real results, and no fine print. Don't be misled by out-of-town attorneys using dramatizations or paid testimonials. If you've been involved in an accident, call Creed & Creed today.
Welcome back here to the Frederick C. Hobby Assembly Center here on the campus of Grambling State University. The Grambling Lady Tigers right now trail 49-31, and there was a technical foul issue to Freddie Murray. And now going to the free throw line for Southern University is Jaden Towner, the 5'10 senior from Westlake, Louisiana.
Very rarely do you see Coach Murray actually blow a gasket like he did, but he was not happy about the non-call that was made, and apparently the ball never lies.
Both free throws missed there, and Southern will get the ball back. Taking a look at some of these points off a turnover, 19-1 in favor of Southern. Right now, Grambling just trying to get a bucket and a score. 49-31 is our score. Grambling trailing.
If Grambling can get it to 10 before the quarter comes to a close, that would be a step in the right direction going into the fourth quarter.
Shot up, no good. Nice block by Harrison.
Coach Murray still on the officials down on the far end of the floor.
I think that Southern is calling a timeout here.
I don't think that they could find themselves in the rhythm that Coach Funchess wanted them to be in at this particular point.
We're going to take a time. We're going to keep it right here. 2:15 remaining here in this third quarter of play. 49-31 is our score. Of course, Grambling will take on Alcorn State University on Monday night. 5:30 for the women and 7:30, 8 o'clock for the men. And then, of course, starting on February the 22nd, all games will be shown on pay-per-view. All you have to do is go to gsutigers.com/watch, and you can find out what's going on with that. $6.99 per game, $10.99 per month, and $24.99 for the season. All proceeds go to benefit GSU Athletics.
Much better defensive aggressiveness from the Lady Tigers since that technical foul by Coach Murray.
Grambling basketball.
Grambling will inbound the basketball. Now pushed up the floor. Lady Tigers need a bucket right here. Trailing by 18 points.
Washington with the basketball now looking.
3-point bucket going up.
No good, and Harrison with the rebound.
She's got to go up and try to score that.
Travel. Picked up her leg.
Yep. Good spin move, just one too many. It's a move that you see on America's Got Talent.
And there's a long pass out going out to Caitlin Davis. She goes in for the shot.
+1.
Good, and a foul coming up on Paramore.
You never against a 4-1 or the 4 across Santoria, you never allow anybody to beat you deep. You always push them toward the basketball. You play one step behind the offensive player.
Paramore was contending. Oh, yeah, she did get it.
Yeah, reached in just at the last second. And again, that's an easy foul for the officials to call.
51-31 our score. Foul on Southern.
Just look at this, Santoria. Points off of turnovers. Southern has 21. Points in the paint, Southern 26 to Grambling's 12. Second chance opportunities, Southern has 20 points to Grambling's 2. 8 fast break opportunities where they've scored, and 23 points off the bench right now for the Jaguars of Southern University.
Biggest lead in the ball game was 18 points by Southern. And that's, well, now they eclipsed that's 20, and actually it's 19 now after the made free throw by Justice Coleman.
Coleman, an 80% free throw shooter, knocks down both free throws, something the Lady Tigers have needed in this basketball game. Pressure being put on. Nice press.
She averages 14 points. She's got 8 points right now. Shot up, no good, rattles in and out. And that shot goes in.
Yeah, that's an easy putback for White. Looking up the floor, one pass again. They got you an easy bucket.
And Justice Coleman nearly lost control of the basketball.
Another thing that you notice that many times the Lady Tigers never seem as if they have their hands ready to catch that basketball. I've seen a lot of passes. Nice movement in there.
Southern now with the basketball after the miss.
You know, you have a different perspective of officiating when you officiate. And one of the things that you notice, a lot of things that people see from the sideline is not what you actually see in real time.
Near turnover by Southern. Shot up and good.
They used the clock.
Kayla Watson with the shot. And now she's got her first 2 points of the ball game.
Wow.
Near turnover.
A great job on the wing.
Shot up, no good. Ball tipped. Oh, and it looked like a push. And that's the end of the third quarter. 55-33 is the score. We'll take this timeout. 55-33 the score. Fourth quarter coming up. You're listening to Grambling State University basketball on the Grambling Sports Radio Network and watching it live on GSU TV.
Grambling State University is the home of innovation, where influencers invest, where academics change the world, where we've been raising the bar for HBCUs on the field, in history, and in our community for more than a century. Join the next generation of world changers and innovation makers at the place where everybody is truly somebody.
Woo! Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Woo! Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Welcome back here to the Frederick C. Hobby Assembly. Welcome back to the Frederick C. Hobby Assembly Center. The Grambling Lady Tigers right now trail 55-33 as we enter into the fourth quarter. And honestly, it's very simple when you start looking at what the Grambling Tigers are trying to do. Really the biggest thing for them is they're just not able to get the scoring that they want.
No, and it's been that way for quite some time since probably about 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. The Lady Tigers never found that offensive rhythm again, but it starts with one play at a time, one defensive possession at a time, and get yourself back in. Good move by White.
Yep, it goes out of bounds off of Southern back to Grambling. 17 left on the shot clock. Back still goes to Southern, I should say. That was good defense there by Grambling.
Very good defense.
And now Madison Connolly Banks. Last touch the ball, goes out of bounds. Nice pick setup. Southern with the basketball. Out high with the ball is going to be Chloe Fleming, 5'6" freshman from Bourne, Louisiana.
2 seconds on the shot clock.
No good. And here comes Justice Coleman, gets it out to Yancey, and it was a little bit too far out in front of her in turnover.
Right idea, probably not the right pass to make. And when I say not the right pass, if she makes this a bounce pass, it may be a little bit better because now the hands don't get up in the passing lane and knock it out of bounds and off of the Grambling Lady Tiger.
Justice Coleman with the ball, I should say Southern with the basketball. Justice Coleman out on the point, and the shot is up and good by Brittany Rose.
Rose, I think you mentioned, had about 11 points the last time that Grambling and Southern hooked up against each other.
Yeah, she had a pretty good night at the office, and then, of course, when she played against Alcorn, she had 11 points in the contest. Only had 1 rebound. Madison Connolly Banks with a shot up, no good. Ball tipped around. Foul coming up.
Foul's going to go against Grambling. That one goes against Coleman. It's her second foul. Well, right now, I mean, things are slowly but surely looking dim for the Grambling Lady Tigers.
Well, it still ain't midnight, but as one of my coaches said, it's getting towards 11:30.
It's late in the evening.
And that's a three-pointer. 60-33 now.
And since it's Black History Month, I'll finish the rest of it. The sun is almost going down. Right now, it's a 27-point advantage.
Willard with the basketball.
Nice play on the wings. Oh. One of the players come barreling in for Southern University.
I don't know what else he unplugged down there, but
I don't know either. That's Rose on the other end, the player that was down on the floor on this end, knocking down the jump shot from 17.
Oh, just to tell you what, that shot kissed by Rose right in the net. Now 62-33 on the other side. Justice Cole from the BR going to the line. And now coming into the ball game for Southern University, Amani McWayne.
Somebody's going to take a timeout.
7:12 remaining here in the third quarter. Stay in the ball game. 62-33 score. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back on GSU TV and the Grambling Sports Network.
Grambling State University is the home of innovation, where influencers invest, where academics change the world, where we've been raising the bar for HBCUs on the field, in history, and in our community for more than a century. Join the next generation of world changers and innovation makers at the place where everybody is truly somebody.
Welcome back here to the Frederick Shelby Assembly Center. The Grambling Lady Tigers trail 62-33. 7:12 remaining here in this ball game.
One of the things you can definitely talk about this Lady Tiger basketball team is just a few technical glitches here and there, and they're going to be a much better basketball team somewhere down the line. They play hard. There's no doubt about it. The Lady Tigers play very, very, very hard. But it's just finding that 4 quarters of cohesiveness at this particular point that they're going to need.
62-36 now the score.
And the second half of this year can actually help to make those things happen for the Lady Tigers. Look at Coach Fred Murray.
And of course, Justice Coleman now has 10 points in the ball game. Raven White for Southern 12 points.
Nice collapsing defense. Collapse, good job, backdoor.
That shot partially blocked. Putback is up and good by McWayne.
He's had a nice night off the bench.
9 points.
Saw the move down on the baseline, missed shot by Southern, and rebounded and put back up by McWayne. Great rebounding position.
She had 7 against Alcorn.
Another errant pass by the Lady Tigers of Grambling State University.
Until she had 7 against Alcorn, she had 14 against Alcorn to go along with 5 rebounds. She actually had 7 against Grambling, against Grambling the last time that these two teams played. See quite a few of her family members who live here in North Louisiana here at the game. 3-pointer up and good.
Nice shot. That's pure as silk at this point.
Moore with the shot, and Lady Tigers now trail 66-55, 35 rather. Here's a three-pointer by Paramore, good.
First time that she looked like she's actually caught the ball in any rhythm in this game.
66-38 now the score. Grambling trailing 5:30 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Here's 14 with the basketball. Now to Paramore. Shot up, no good. Free throws coming up.
Paramore reminds me of a great runner, great sprinter who can just move down the floor or down the board on a track, kind of glides as she runs.
He's shooting 78% from the free throw line. As you can see Paramore here, fouled on the way up once again. Second free throw up and good. In the ball game now for Southern University is Kinsey. I don't know if you had a chance to see it earlier, but that end of that LSU-Auburn game, incredible.
No, I didn't. I really didn't. I wish I would have had an opportunity to see the end.
LSU takes a lead by 1 after trailing by like 5 or 6 points in overtime, less than a minute to go. They took the 1-point lead with 9 seconds left. Auburn hits the game-winning shot with a tenth of a second left.
Wow.
So 2 straight road losses there for Auburn. Shot up and good by Southern. No foul call there.
I didn't think you were going to get one in that situation. 1-on-1. And it didn't look like it was a very aggressive move to the post, just a very good move that ended up leading to a bucket.
Paramore draws a foul. .68-40 to score. 4:45 remaining in the game. Mm. 17 left on the shot clock. And she goes in, and Paramore draws the foul again. Very Ivy Smith-like.
Yes. That couldn't have said it any better. That's what I was thinking. You know, get to the line, use a lot of motion, head, shoulder fake, gets in the middle of the lane, and goes to the line. She's shooting 78% from the free throw line.
Free throw up and good. 68-41 now the score. 4:40 remaining in the game. Ball tipped out. And it goes back to Grambling.
Wow.
68-41 now our score. 4:39 remaining in the ball game. Paramore with the basketball. Now to Willard in between the circles to the far side.
Grambling will have to move a little bit more expeditiously. Try to score.
And
Good
Justice
move.
Coleman with the shot.
Good move, dribble drive, get to the middle of the lane, using the body. Nice control to finish the traveling.
That's a travel. That was a good job there by Paramore, sticking her hand in there that made the player made Kinsey go up and then come right back down with the basketball. Now Carlos Funches wants to talk to his players. 4:14 remaining here in the ball game. 68-43 the score. Coming up, we've got Alcorn State University here at home at the Frederick C. Hobby Assembly Center. Game time at 5:30 for the ladies, and of course 7:30 for the men. The men's game following this contest here at the Frederick C. Hobby Assembly Center. Of course, these two teams both We're on the road for 3 straight games with Jackson, Arkansas, Pine Bluff, and Valley. Story of the conference this year in women's college basketball. Jackson State comes into the second half of the season undefeated in conference play at 9-0.
Been a long time since you've seen a Jackson State team that was that good, Santori. And I'm talking about that good. I watched them play against Mississippi Valley about a week ago, and it wasn't even close.
No.
Jackson State
stoppage of play.
Yeah. Jackson State is a very good basketball program. Very good team.
I'm trying to think when was the last time that there was a Jackson State team this good.
Oh, my goodness. I'm trying to remember her name that was coaching there.
Denise had a team pretty good.
Yes.
Willard with the basketball, nearly dribbled herself. There is Perry Moore in between the circles. Now left, she'll shoot the 3. No good. And Southern with the rebound.
You're Grambling, every possession is going to count. I mean, you got to get something out of every one of your possessions.
68-43, that shot is up. No good, but it's a foul on Yancey. Blocking foul.
It's a great job of setting on one side the defense, getting a good backdoor cut on the backside of your offense, and then getting a look inside. Because that's what you want at this point with the lead if you're Southern.
Going to shoot around. I know one thing Southern talked about is just taking control. And they said, you know, they're used to the crowds. And, you know, the battle's going to be coming up on Monday night when Southern has to go to Jackson State. That's going to be a battle. Undefeated in conference play against Jackson State against this team, who's right now 7-2, pending the outcome of this game. Yancey with the shot up, no good. Coming down with the rebound is Southern University. Looks like a Lyric Scott. $70-43 score. 3:10 remaining here in the contest.
Every possession is a chance to get better if you're Grambling. So you don't want to take any plays off. You want to make sure that you're hustling on every single possession.
Grambling basketball.
Good job that time by Willard.
They're going to call a foul on Southern. And that'll be on Kayla Watson.
I think they call that foul for against Watson for trying to go through the player to get the basketball.
So Kayla, don't call me Randy Watson, gets the foul.
One more time.
And at the free throw line is Taylor Willard, the freshman.
You know, I almost broke out in the song right there. Just
3 minutes left in the game.
Yeah, it's you know, it's a reaction to certain things.
Free throw up and good. And coming into the ball game, Madison Conley Banks, take out Forte.
Or is this a good time for me to just take the headset off and just drop it and walk off the stage?
70-44. You drop it, I'm walking off the stage. 3 minutes remaining here in the ball game.
That's what my man Randy Watson had. Now that's a good turnover right there.
Oh, and then Perrymore, she almost couldn't handle it. Luckily, Conley Banks was down the floor, and she's going to draw the foul. Perrymore draws that foul, and she will take the ball out of bounds. That foul's going to be on McWayne, it looks like.
It's a hard foul right there. Pick up.
It's her third personal.
Yeah. If you're in the game, you might as well use them all.
Free throw up and good by Perrymore. Cuts that lead now to 70-45. 2:47 remaining here in this ball game. 2 for 2 at the line. 70-46.
With a chance to cut it to 20. Right there. See?
Out of bounds.
Almost. Almost a turnover. Easy bucket. Would have been an easy 2 points, and then another 2. All it takes is a couple of turnovers. Some back-to-back play, some good defense.
(70-46) our score. That ball goes out of bounds back to Grambling.
Quick shot, pressure, and another quick shot. Like the Lady Tigers kind of walked it up that time. Willett with the basketball, dribble drive, gets to the hole.
Shot no good.
Just can't finish. And I want to tell you, some of the reason why I don't think that she's able to finish is because she's shooting it below the rim. You know, you've got to get it high. That ball is just a little bit low. She's not a tall basketball player, but she's shooting it kind of low. She's not getting enough lift to get it high off the square.
Free throw is good. One more opportunity at the charity stripe. It's 70-48 now. Grambling is trailing. 2:17 remaining. Oh! Could have been a steal right there. That's going to be a block on the road.
Just a step slow.
And Southern will get the basketball back. 2:12 remaining in the game.
Nice steal. All the way to the rim and a foul.
Into a foul and did a somersault. Looks like everybody's okay.
Nice job by Yancey. Taking away the next pass. That's usually what you do in your pressure defense. Pressure hard, take away the next pass, make the defense, make the offense have to find somewhere else to go with the basketball. But the Achilles heel of the night has been missed free throw shots.
Yeah, you can look back at some of the free throws here in the ball game. Southern, they haven't done 2 of 5 of 14. Grambling 13 for 30 at that last time out. Not been the best for either team. There's a timeout again. This time by Southern University. And Coach French is not happy. We'll take a timeout as well. 2:01 remaining in the ball game. We'll take this timeout. We'll be right back on GSU TV.
Hey sports fans, it's Kirk Herbstreit. Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer, wants to remind everyone to drink responsibly by having a plan to get home safely. It's simple. Always use a designated driver, and remember that 21 means 21.
Grambling trailing 70-49 with 1:50 left to go here in the fourth quarter of play. Lady Tigers with the basketball after the ball was tipped away out of bounds.
1:50 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Grambling with the basketball after a turnover by Southern University that came over by press row. And that ball went out of bounds back to Grambling. 1:45 remaining now in the ball game.
Lady Tigers will have to try to get this one inside.
Shot up, no good. Foul coming up. That's where the game starts to drag a little.
Yes. Late in the game, a lot of fouls being called. People playing very aggressively. 1:34 remaining.
70-49.
with Justice Coleman at the line. First free throw shot up, good.
First you look at Justice Coleman, one of those Lady Tigers. She is a junior, so she still has another year left. From Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Second shot up is good.
We never talked about it, but her hand is taped up as well, Santoria, and that's usually hard for most rhythm shooters to have to work through is something on your hand. Ooh.
And it looks like it's going to be a foul on Grambling. Connolly Banks, I believe, picks up that foul. And McWayne going to the free throw line. She already has 9. She's in double digits, I believe, last 2 out of 3 games.
Ooh. Conley's hit a couple of nice shots in this game.
And the ball comes off the rim, no good. Jump ball, possession goes to Graham.
It must be an epidemic, Santoria, and not just in this game, but it must be an epidemic around basketball where you see college basketball players, high school basketball players, NBA basketball players who just can't convert at the free throw line.
Willett with a shot up, no good.
Ooh, nice block. Ooh, looked like an elbow to the face that time.
Yeah, it looked like the face was the recipient of a nice elbow.
Forearm shiver.
McWayne with the basketball, drive, shot up, no good. Ball saved, and then Grambling recovers the basketball. Yancey has it, now to Willard.
I don't know, they had a good look inside.
Three-pointer, no good. 26 seconds remaining, 70-51 to score. We'll have post-game comments. Try to get Coach Murray on very briefly and give you some of our comments. And then, of course, men's game will happen in about 30 minutes at the conclusion of this game. And the final seconds being ticked off by Southern University. And that will just about do it. 70-51 the final. Lady Tigers lose a tough one to Southern University. We'll take a timeout, a 2-minute timeout. We'll be right back right here on GSU TV.
Are we breaking?
Family road trips just got a whole lot easier. The 2018 Nissan Rogue. Now with Nissan Intelligent Mobility, featuring technologies like available ProPilot Assist, which helps keep an eye on the road ahead and helps you stay centered while you're turning this lane into memory lane. Get to Nissan, proud supporter of college athletics.
I'm Christian Creed. Catherine and I have been your local injury attorneys for more than 20 years. At Creed & Creed, we don't use gimmicks. We value our community and the clients we serve. When you see a Creed & Creed ad, you know it's real. Real clients, real results, and no fine print. Don't be misled by out-of-town attorneys using dramatizations or paid testimonials. If you've been involved in an accident, call Creed & Creed today.
And welcome back here to the Frederick C. Hobby Assembly Center, the Grambling State University Lady Tigers lose a tough game, 70-51. Coach Freddie Murray on the way over to talk with us here in just a second about today's ball game. And of course, Lady Tigers going over to shake the hands of all of the former Lady Tigers who are in attendance today at the ball game. Great to see that. And of course, a lot of the story in this ball game, points off turnovers, lots of things happen. We're going to talk to Coach Murray about it right now, just very briefly, about some of the things going on in the ball game. Coach Murray, thanks for joining us, brother.
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Coach, 7:51, final score here. You know, we talk about this quite a bit, Coach, and one of the things that you tell the ladies about all the time, got to take care of the ball with turnovers.
Oh, yeah, got to take care of the ball. That wasn't really what did it in the first half. First half, we gave up too many second chance baskets. They scored too much off of their rebounding, and we dug a hole for ourselves, which has been kind of what we've been doing all year. But, you know, it's a lot of growing pains. We was able to play a lot of people that haven't played a lot. So we kind of got an idea on some directions that we can move forward going. You know, winning is what everybody wants to do, but, you know, even some of the best teams in the country are not winning right now. And a lot of it had to do with turnover of talent. Also has to do with graduation. Always has to do with a lot of different things. Other teams that they're playing have an experienced play. Most of the teams that we're playing right now have most of their team back. So, therefore, you're going to see a better product out on the basketball court. But, you know, like I tell our fans, don't worry about it. You know, this is a year that we're going to really have to be stressed a lot, but we're going to be better coming back, and I promise you we're going to be right back in the thick of things.
And you got All-Florida State coming up on Monday night, so it doesn't get easier for you. But the biggest thing for you, though, Coach, is just making sure that, you know, like you tell the ladies all the time, just make sure you stay focused and we're going to get there.
Exactly. When is going to come? But before you can win, you got to first learn how to lose. So, you know, we're going to learn our lessons from it, and we're going to be better for it next time.
Coach, always thank you, man.
Thank you, sir.
Coach Freddie Murray joining us here on our post-game show. The Grambling Tigers, of course, lose a tough one by the score of 70-51. For our TV crew, we're going to leave now. We'll see you coming up for the men's basketball game in about 30 minutes here at the Frederickson Hobby Assembly Center. For our radio crew, we're going to keep it right here. We're going to take a timeout, 2 minutes on the radio side. We'll be right back.